NextGen Coordinator Training for iOlink. Please obtain the URL and make sure that it is on your desktop to access the iOlink program for the center. You can obtain your username and password from the center administrator. The ASC should be defaulted to the center that you are working on, but if you notice that it is not, please contact the administrator so that it can get fixed. Enter your username and hit log in. Once you log in, if it's your first time logging in, it will ask you to read a HIPAA notice, and you simply have to click OK at the bottom of that notice to allow you to access the rest of the program. Once you are in, if you are linked into specific surgeons, that is all you would be able to see, the patients booked for your particular surgeon. As you go across, your name will be shown at the top, the center that you are working on. Switch user basically means to take you out of the program, and if you do this, it will only require a password to get back into the program. If you use log out, it will require a username and password to get back in. This is as big as this program, the screen gets. It's always this size. Once you are in, there are several ways to access the patients. NextGen Bridge will already have the patients in this program for you. It will have the patient's name, demographics, and the procedure for you for the particular doctor. You can navigate through the calendar on the left-hand side, either by clicking. If it'll show the current date, but you can change the date by clicking on the down arrow, or if you use the first one arrow will change the month, the two arrows will change the year. Just need to look for the date that you are working on. If it's different doctors, this arrow will have a list of surgeons that you are linked to be able to work on those particular patients. Click on the number of the date to access that particular date. And once you do so, you will notice all the patients for the doctor that you are working on. Again, this will already be generated by the NextGen Bridge. The only things you will have to do in here would be to input the insurance information and be able to upload or carry over documents and also scan. Once you are in this screen, there are several things that you can do. Going across to inform you of what these are, the green, what you have to worry about is this green two arrows here is to refresh your screen. Upload PDFs is exactly what it says, to be able to upload PDFs. This printer icon is to print the roster that you have available here. This will always show the doctor that you are working on. If it's multiple doctors, after this doctor's patients, the next doctor will show, and with their patients, as long as you have access to that doctor. The number in parentheses shows you how many cases have already been booked for the doctor. It does not distinguish between laser or OR procedure. It is all lumped into one number. Patient name and date of birth, the procedure. Then there are several different files where you can upload or scan information, all self-explanatory on top, what they are. This section will give you the opportunity to enter the primary, secondary, or tertiary insurance information. Medication and allergies can be inputted by you if the center has asked you to do so. iOsync count basically just indicates how many times the center has synced the patient. And if you would like, if this is where the center would like you to input the lens information, excuse me, you can put the information there. Operator is basically the last person that has inputted or changed any information to the patient that you are working on. To enter insurance information, there are two ways to do this. If you click on the patient will now show up on the demographic box. Already this will be pre-filled out by the NextGen Bridge. You can enter primary, secondary insurance through these purple tabs here, but as you can see, you have to find the sweet spot for this box to open. So the best way to do it is if you go all the way across your patient's name under insurance, whether you click primary or secondary, a box will, or tertiary, a box will open. The reason why this is green currently is because this was a training patient and there's already information in. But for now, if you click on this, this will all, let's use a different one. We'll click on the red so you can see it from start to finish. You start typing in the first few letters of the insurance that you are using. If the insurance does not appear on this drop-down, you do need to contact the administrator because they would have to input that insurance information for you so that you can choose it from the drop-down. You cannot ignore the drop-down. If you do not choose one from the drop-down, it will not properly save your insurance information. Fill out all the proper information here. If it is the patient, select self. It will pre-populate all the demographics. If it is the patient's spouse, you would then have to fill it out yourself. Fill in as much information as you can, group number, plan name, copay, whether or not they need a referral, authorization number if there is one. This is for the activation date of the insurance company, of the insurance. If you do know it, certainly enter it. If not, it is okay. Even though if it's in yellow, it will still save this file. Click Save once this is all done. It's asking you if you want to continue even though this has not been filled out. You hit OK. Hit refresh, and now you can see that it has turned green. Another thing you can do from this particular table here is with the green scanner icon. If you click on this, it will give you the opportunity to scan in the actual cards. You hit Select Device. It will ask you to select the device, or it's already defaulted to the device that is connected, meaning your scanner that is connected to your particular computer. Follow the prompts to scan the insurance card. You can rename that image to whatever it is you want to rename it to and hit Save. I do not have a scanner attached to my computer, so I cannot show you that. But again, select the device, follow the prompts. You can rename the image if you like and hit Save. It will then, or upload image, it will upload the image for you. You will then also need to upload information as far as documents into each particular folder, either consent, IOL, ocular history, health questionnaire, history and physical, and EKG. Please contact the administrator to find out where they want particular documents to be uploaded because it has to be uniform across all practices. 2 ways to upload scanned documents, first of which to the right of the refresh button. If you have a PDF that is more than 1 page long, this will actually split the PDF file for you. You simply choose the file, which would be available through your network. Look for the file name. If you are renaming your files, usually PDFs comes in numbers. If you are renaming it, please remember not to use special characters. The system will not recognize or save anything that has a special character in the name of the file. Once you have chosen the file name, click Open. You will then see the name of the file, hit Upload, and since this is 5-page PDF, it now has broken it up for me so that because I know that these are different documents that need to go in different folders, this is the way I want to upload this particular PDF. You open up the PDF file. It's consent. You look for the patients that it belongs to, and you put it in the proper folder. You continue on until you have named all your files and add and attach them to the proper patient and proper folder. This is my ocular history. I'm going to connect it to my patient and to the folder. Now I'm going to pretend that I do not need these two. So if you do not need the entire document, as long as you do not attach the pages that you do not need, the PDFs that you do not need, to a patient name or to a folder, they will not save. You can individually click the ones that you want to save. What I normally do is I hit select all and I hit save, and it will actually only save those 3 documents because I named the document to a patient name and to a folder. These 2 were not put into were not given names or folders, so they did not save. I hit select all again and I hit delete. It'll say record deleted, and now they have disappeared from here. It does not delete the PDF from your network, it only deletes it from this box. I hit close, I'm going to refresh, and my X's will turn to green. The only one that will not turn green is the consent. It will always be a red X. For some reason, it's a glitch in the program. Even though there's something there, it still will not turn green. The other way to upload scan is by actually hitting the green check mark for a particular patient or the red X. We're going to use this one for Miss Doe. It will then open this box that has the different folders on the left-hand side. You know that they are a folder because it has the green scanner icon. If I want to upload, what this is good for is for uploading an entire PDF if it's more than 1 page. For example, sometimes a history and physical is 15 pages long. Instead of clicking each individual page and uploading every single page, I want to upload the entire page. Click on the icon of the folder you want to use. You will know that you are in the proper folder because it has the name on the top. Now this patient, just because this showed up, this seems like it was a second eye. If the patient is there for the second time and it's within 1 month and the paperwork is still good within the requirements of the center, you can simply copy the documents from the previous date. The way to do that is you're going to select the date that you copy from, hit copy. It's going to ask you, are you sure? You say yes. And then it will recopy everything that you have put in for the first eye. If the patient was here last year, I obviously would not copy that because then none of this would be good. So in order to upload the entire PDF again, I would hit upload, add files, which will take me back to my server, pick the correct file that you want, hit open, either start upload next to add files, or hit start next to the name of the file. You hit save, and now it has been added. Now, sometimes you may forget, maybe if it wasn't named, you forget what you have uploaded. To check what you have uploaded, you simply click on the PDF on the left, and it will show up on your screen, and it will show you what is in there. So this is the one that I just uploaded. This is the correct one. This is a new one. But let's say I go into one that I copied from the first visit, and I notice that this H&P is outdated, so we don't want that there. If this is the incorrect H&P and you do not want this document there, or maybe it was placed in the wrong folder, simply open up the PDF and hit delete. It'll ask you if you're sure, hit OK, and it has now been deleted from this particular folder. And as you can see, my numbers are decreasing here. And I just want to show you. And I'm left with the 2 that were currently uploaded. And again, you can go from folder to folder if it's multiple pages and you just want to upload it as one PDF through here. Or if you want to, an ocular history folder, if you want to scan a document, you can certainly use this. Again, as long as you're connected to a scanner, follow the prompts. You can name the document and hit upload image, save, and it's all done. So again, 2 ways to do that. Upload files will break and split up your PDFs into individual pages so you can put the documents in appropriate folders, or by going into the actual patient's folder, and again, on the left-hand side is your menu. Pick the correct scanner folder you want to go into. The name will be on top. either upload from your network, looking for the files, or if the patient is a second eye, if I find who that was, if the patient has been here and is a second eye, it will automatically, because it recognizes that the patient has been here before, this little box down here will automatically show up. You pick from the latest date, hit copy. It'll ask you, are you sure? Hit OK. And even it'll say documents copied. Even though this is still circling, it's OK. That means it's already been copied since it says it here. And it'll show you everything that was copied from the first visit. Normally, you can do that for the history and physical and EKG. Ocular history, usually not, and IOL because it's for a different eye. Again, you can speak to the administrator about that information. The green check mark pretty much indicates that the patient has been synced to the surgery center schedule, EMR. The yellow shadow here indicates that something was changed on your end, and it will notify the center that something has been changed to the patient or has been added. Documents that have been added will make this turn yellow so they know. The X's here next to the patient's name indicate that it has not been synced. So if you notice this, please let the center know just to make sure they're not forgetting any patient that is on your schedule. So now with the printer icon, you can print. Some coordinators use this as their check sheet, but basically it just gives you your roster, all the patient's information, and it'll show you the X's and the check marks to kind of indicate where you still need to put information in. Not mandatory to use, that's completely up to you. And because everything else is done through NextGen, you do not have to worry about anything else in this demographic box except for any comments that need to be written for the center that they need to know regarding supplies or any special messages that the center administrator has asked you to put into comments. You simply log out once you are done. And that is all. And again, username and password to get back into the system, into the program.